Welcome to UFO, Paranormal, and more another meeting. I'm your host, Ray Castellani. I got some things that have been going on. You guys have probably heard the big surprise on Facebook, listening to that clip with the military guy saying what he said about the little green men coming in the picture. And here's the two things he meant by it. The cabal and the bad ETs, which they've been trying to do, false flag, which doesn't work because they get blown away. And the other part of the little green men is George and these other ETs. Everybody's here. You got them around bases, you got them walking amongst us. I doubt if the one's sitting in this room, but we're really all ETs. And then you got them set all the way around the planet, and what they're supposed to do, that they need to do. And when I did that, I think it was the third meeting, and reversed power to my guys. Because I was pissed. It was like the people that's just here on this planet. I want to know when they're going to come. And I had the meeting with George, like that, and they were ready to take me back, and I said, I'm not going. You guys are going to listen to me. And he said what I said. I think I said it 2 meetings ago. I've been your voice for 55 years. It's time for you guys to back me up. I don't give a shit if it's for ETs that land and show themselves to the world if they're real. That's all that has to be done. Because everybody's saying when they're going to come. I was talking to Chris, my friend at piano, on Skype. George came in like he does on the 2 microphones because you can hear breathing. He starts talking telepathically to me. He says, Raymond, we've been your friends for a long time. We're going to take care of you and your people. And that's when he said they're going to go to the great ones. So that's like your God source, okay? The higher power that they have to get the permission to do what they're going to do. So here's the scoop on that. Astar, the Astorians, the Pleiadians, and all of them are coming. It's going to be mass. We're going to bypass people running the show. We're going to have some of the good military working with us when this all takes place. It's not going to scare the hell out of everybody. That's coming. You know, 2016 is supposed to be a silent year. It's not. The major year is 2017. But this is how close we are for the things that really explode. I don't know if you guys were listening a week ago. Miami, Florida had a 7.8 earthquake that killed 500 people. Ecuador had an 8.2, killed 450 people. And I've been telling you guys, as I get the information from them, for them to you, not from Ray, for Ray, on their voice. So and these mega quakes, you got 2 super volcanoes in the Pacific, 1 in the Atlantic. These are double digits that we've never had before, ever. And it's coming. Crust on this planet was thick, is real loose. There's a planet, I got to find out about these guys that just came in that are going to thicken that up, because you got the crust going this way and the shift going this way. I'm not a scientist. I'm trying to give you guys what they're saying to me, because these guys are smarter than us. And as they give me the information in meetings, I give it out. It's the way they say it. When all that will happen, as we move forward, because we got 2 super months, July and September. And I did find out that July is going to be a super mass landing both that we will not see. Everybody keeps saying, are we going to be one of the... These people are star travelers and light workers 1,000 years ago. I always tell you guys in our skin suit, human suit, we're all ETs, and made an agreement to leave this year, in them 2 months, The majority of them know where to go with their families and everything to be picked up. There's some people down here that they're actually going to go in their house. There's 2 people that are friends of mine that I know that are going to go because in their other life, they're warriors with a staff, jumpsuit, they're women. And one of them is the leader of their clan. I'm not going to mention any names. There's so much going to happen as we move along. So everybody pay attention to the Facebook, especially now with the military starting to come in. Disclosure is going to come in the way that they're going to do it. Every person that's ready to go will have their own Starseed mentor. They're saying this. That's the way they're going to do it. And they have to do it this way. Look how many people's on this planet. Not everybody's going to go. You got people with negativity. You got people that don't give a shit. You got people that have no idea what the hell's going on. These are the people we're trying to save. You got people that kill and steal. And you got the people that are running the show. You know who they are and what they do. Come on and sit down, guys. And I understand that this is really the way to do it. So everybody's covered. And then when they do take over the media, the radio, the TV, they're going to do it. There ain't nothing our people that run the show going to do anything to them with the power these people have and the weapons they have. You know, it's our time, and I've been saying it, in the 21st century, humans, for us to evolve, they should have happened a long time ago. And look what we're under right now. I've said this many times. Everybody has a house payment, bills, cars. You know. We weren't supposed to have none of this. It's the people that took over this planet, the bad ones, which the good ones know and the great ones know, the greed and the disease that's down here. And we kill to survive. We're not supposed to kill these animals, any of these animals. It's the way we were coasting brought up with. Everything's going to change real quick. There'll be no wars, no poverty. I got one for nothing. We're going to be a crystallized being, like I've been saying, from a third-dimensional core. I got Agent Orange, prostate cancer, borderline diabetic. That's what they gave me for fighting for this country. And other people like me fought back in 67, 69 in Vietnam. The list goes on. This is what they do to our kids. If it wasn't for our kids to keep us safe and die for this country, people running the show, their kids will never do what we do. As long as it ain't their kids, it's our kids, and give a shit. I got people, not just in this room, on Facebook, on the shows, wherever I go, when I tell them, the people running the show are out to kill us. And what the majority of them say, they're not. They wouldn't do that. That's the way you're living. I'm going to cut it short here. I'm going to try to get a hold of them, but if I can, we'll do a town meeting to do what we can, okay? So that's it for right now. All right. And Rosa, you're important to listen to. I know you don't speak English that well, but you're going to be fine. But go ahead, Boris, take over, and let's go from there.
Okay.
Hey Ray, can you have me?
Everything started on May 2015 when my people telepathically sent me a message saying that I'm gonna be taking photos and video, so that I'm gonna be working with Ray, and I need to post it on his page. Without saying nothing to him, that's what I started to do there. So later on, I explained to him that that's what I need to be doing and start working with him. By he's gonna be talking about the ET. That's what they told me, and I'm gonna be putting and posting photos of the craft that he's saying that it's coming to Earth and he's got securing it.
Very good. The other thing, now you'll agree with this. The ETs that are talking to him will start like 48,000 feet, come down to 38,000. They're going to keep coming lower and lower, so we're going to be able to see detail and eventually see what they look like, because they want to take the fear out of us, to see how the people on the planet globally are accepting this. So when contact does hit, and all these ETs that are ready to go to these other nationalities, Mexican, Spanish, the list goes on, to talk their language so nobody's left out. Am I right,
Exactly.
Boris?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Go ahead. You the man. Go ahead.
Okay, so they tell me that they're gonna, because they were showing themselves like 40 and 50,000 feet high, because they want me to see it with the naked eye, and they want the people to see them with the naked eye, so, but they don't get panic, because if you go too low, people starting to get panic. So they want to do an easy approach when they was doing it like that, so people, they feel secure and they can ask questions, so I'll be there for them to say, oh, this is the ET family, they're here because they want you to know them, to know the craft. Eventually in the future, they're gonna start to come lower, and then I'm gonna be taking pictures, you're not gonna see them more lower than what you see them now, but now they just practicing to see how your reaction, and everybody was getting happy and excited, so my people like that, so that's why we're in the stage, we're going to stage 2 right now. We was doing a stage, we still doing a stage for the stage 1.
Right. Very good. Do you have any of your pictures or videos live that you could show my people now?
Oh, let me see, because I'm new to this, let me see how I do that.
Okay.
So,
And he's also was told to look at some of my guys' crafts that we'll be showing videos of that I was on, plus the ones he's taken. The Palladians are the custodians. Astarians are what they are. And, I got some more information, but I want these guys to get out what they want. Because they're really involved where they're at. They're taking beautiful pictures. They're talking to these ETs. And they're going to be two important people with me as we move forward. What do you see some of the shots he's got?
Where are they in the world? Where are they?
New York.
New York City?
Yeah, they're Dominican Republic. Take your time. If you see you can't get it, we'll just move forward, don't worry about that. But I know,
yeah, because, let me see one.
because if you go on his website or Facebook or mine, he's got a lot on my Facebook.
Sorry, I didn't have it set up because I was supposed to, but I totally forgot to have everything set up.
Okay.
But what people can do, they can go to contactee on Facebook and they see the videos on the photos or the crafts.
Right. And also you go to my Facebook, because he puts a lot of them on there, you'll see them. And he's even got live videos of these UFOs that aren't ours. Does anybody in this room have any questions for Boris or Rosa at this time?
Right? Ask them if they're Zeta Reticuli.
Zeta, is there Zeta Reticuli?
Yeah, if that's their contact.
Are your contacts Zeta Reticuli?
No, I'm working mostly with the Pleiades, Andromeda, the elephant people,
Oh, sorry.
on the felines. Those are the most of the people that they come to me that they showing themselves and they say they are working with me. But there's a lot of them. There's a lot of people, the people that don't know their names at all. And also the races, they don't use names. That's why we name them, because they come from high dimension. In high dimension, you don't use names. Only on 3D worlds and stuff like that. That's why they use name. Then not everybody has name in the universe.
Right. I said it probably 2 meetings ago. You'll vouch for this with me, little man. You are the man. When I told you who my Starseed was, and you have a relation with him too. When
Yes.
George, my elephant man, back in a lifetime, that is my Starseed, the elephant people, because I was an elephant person back in one of my lives, and so were you, and that's how we found out.
Yeah, yes.
Everybody's going to find out what their past life what they were. When your Starseed mentor comes into picture on this planet, contact, you're going to go to your Starseed planet to find out if you're Arcturian, Palladian, whatever your major Starseed is. But you have other relations, like we have uncles, cousins down here of ETs. And then you're going to find out your past lives, what was taken away from you. Because what you guys got to understand, right? Everybody in this room has to understand, Boris and Rosa understand. When the reptilians came and put the frequency so low, so we couldn't evolve, things were erased from us, we were controlled, okay? And that's the way all these bad ones through time did it. I, with my late father, probably 6, 7 times, came in to see the most beautiful planet out there, planet Earth. And I can see why the bad and good ones come. They take off whatever they want to do, and the bad ones want to control. The good ones are the watchers and protectors of this planet. And through the years, the treaties that were broken, it's time for us, 21st century humans, to evolve. And they're going to make damn sure we do it. And everybody, even though I'm talking to 17 people in this room, everybody on this planet, we're all in this together. And Boris and Rosa will agree with me. It's not perfect out there, it's not perfect down here. That's why when I talk right now, and people go to watch my tape with them Thursday, people love you, people hate you, people can give a shit less. They're entitled to their own opinion. We're human beings. Nobody's going to be on the same page, even for the information we give out. But the people that are loving, that are ready to go, and if we can awaken the ones that have no idea what the hell's going on, that's that many people that will go and reap the benefits the way it's supposed to be. Am I right, Boris, Rosa?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Rosa, you want to say anything, sweetie? Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi, Rosa.
Hello, Rosa.
Rosa don't speak good English like Boris, and we understand that, but I want you to at least say hi.
We love you, Rosa.
We love you, that's what we're going to say, we love you. We love you.
If you have any questions, I'm gonna help and I'm gonna translate for her, so
Okay.
just in case people want to ask a question.
Ray has a question for you, Boris. I'm going to let her take over.
Hi Boris, we talked yesterday.
How you doing?
Okay.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too. My question, I have 2 questions. One from Facebook from somebody who wrote in a question for you. And then also my question, do you know how long stage 1 will last? Is there an idea how long they're going to keep stage 1 going?
Well, it doesn't go by time, it's going by people reactions.
Okay.
So, so far so good. So everything is going very, very, very good. That's why we're moving to the second stage. Because it's what people reactions what create the timeline. We need to say, oh, we're in the right timeline, because we need to see how people are reacting, how people behave in that timeline. So we go right after that, so we can tell people, oh, we are in a good timeline, this is gonna happen, because we see the action. Through that action, so we can tell you how close we are to move to the next step. But the thing is that the next step, some people want it to happen too fast, but it doesn't work like that. It needs to be certain stuff that happen first, so you can move to the next step. So right now we ended the first stage, because they told me that April gonna be the month they're gonna open the door, so that month is gonna open the door to the whole year, but that's gonna be the month where we're gonna start to see a lot of crap all over the world. So that's exactly what happened on April. Now we're on May, so what happened is that we're gonna start to do this second stage, but we're more like a little bit at the end of the stage of the first one, so that we can move to the second one. So now they're gonna start to come lower, but we need more people to see them in the sky and be happy to see them. So everybody's working together. It's collecting the consciousness, working together. So as soon we see that reaction all over the world, people getting happy, so we're gonna start to come lower. The thing is that when you live in the city, they're always gonna be a little higher than normal on the city because they don't want too many people to get panic. But people that live in the suburban, they live in the country, they're gonna see more clear shot of the craft because they're gonna come more closer. And those people, they didn't even know, they are contactee, but they don't know, they don't remember. So those people are gonna start to be interesting about it, and they're gonna start to do more research about it. So they're gonna start to remember who they were before they came here. Because ETs are ours. Everybody here on this planet, they came from from different places in the universe and the galaxy and different dimensions, and they here. So we all are ET using extraterrestrial body. So most of the ET that come here right now is us coming.
Okay, so we had a Facebook question on Ray's page today that I was reading, and they wanted to know if we were going to see you film anything other than plasma or light kind of ships, if it's going to be actual, like real ships that are just not looking like light bulb, like, balls of light.
Oh, the thing is, everything is a real ship, and everything is a real craft. But the thing is that me and Rose, we're working with different craft, and that's why we showing those. We're gonna be showing silver one and stuff like that. But everybody have their own role, how they're gonna be recording, taking pictures. Not me. It's not gonna be only me and Rosa. There's gonna be more people all over the world showing different craft. That's why on contactee and on Ray page, I put different kind of lights and different kind of craft. But we need to understand everything is a craft, and we need to be like little bit respectful because they're trying to do their best, trying to show themselves, and we gotta take what they're showing to us. So now we say no, they're gonna stop and they're gonna make the stage last a little longer because they're gonna come with another approach, not with the first one. And this small craft that they look like 50 inches. And Ray know what I'm talking about. And those people, because they're small, they have the same opportunity as the big one. Everybody likes to see big things, and it's gonna happen regardless. But we need to be like little conscious about how small they can be and how big they can be, and they know what is best for us because they already did it in other planets in another galaxy. They already did that, and they know the process. We just gotta go with the flow. The more we accept the flow, more stuff we're gonna see because me and Rosa, we taking picture of the plasma craft. That doesn't mean new people's gonna come with big ships, and everybody used to see the disc, the pyramid and stuff like that. Everybody's gonna see those too. But me and Rosa, we working with the different ones, so people get used to it. They get adapted to it. So we gotta give what is coming. It's not like we pick and choose what kind of craft we're gonna take pictures. It's because they want everybody to see this all kind of craft. They are so bizarre. The people they don't know they are craft, and it is a craft. And those plasma craft that they're talking about, they are entities. So they want to see some kind of ET, but they are entities. You see an ET, but you call them craft. So they want people to get used to this craft, so that when they see on the sky, they don't get panic. So, and they can see the differential type of craft that we can record and we can take pictures. So the good thing is, anything you want, you post it on the bottom of the picture or on the bottom of the video that me and Rosa is doing, and they will listen to you. They're gonna pay attention to what you say, and they're gonna give you what you want. But we need to understand that we need to deal with this new craft, because this new craft belongs to the important people that you very love with. They are helping, and you need to see how the craft they're using. So that's why they show you the craft. But give your opinion because they like everything that you post on anything that any comment that you posting on any photo or video that I put, they listen and they watching. So they listen to everything you said to me. They can hear everything I hear, and they can see anything I see. So anything you tell me, they're gonna pay attention to that, and they're gonna do. But we gotta understand that they know how to do it, and they're gonna do it gradually. They know what is best for us.
Right.
So be patient, please.
Ray, you got more to
No,
say?
yeah, and then I have one last question for now, and that is, can you talk a little bit about telepathic messages you get? Because I receive telepathic messages, I have visions, but can you explain how it happened with you, and if people start to get telepathic messages, what they should be listening for, and how they can tell that they're actually receiving telepathic messages?
Well, when you're receiving telepathic messages, it's like when you hear like somebody's talking to you, but you can say it's your own self because in reality it is because you're the whole universe, and the whole universe communicating with you. The only thing is a fractal of the universe that you then you call it entity. So what happens is that you're gonna have confirmation, and when you have confirmation of what you hear in your mind, that will let you know that you're receiving a telepathic message. Like for example, to Rosa, when they go to Rosa's job, they say, "Oh, we are out here." So if she's working, they say, "Take your time. We are out here." So when you finish, we're gonna be right outside waiting for you to take picture and take video. That's exactly what she does. So as soon as she came out, they waiting for her outside. That's a confirmation that you're not getting crazy. So now you're gonna be paying more attention to that voice. That's what is telepathic messages. So that's one way. The other way is that you see pictures that me and Ray and Rosa we're supposed to work together. So they send me a picture letting me know that we are supposed to work together. And Ray was on the mirror, I was on the left side and Rosa was on the right side. So letting me know that the picture how we're gonna be together. But that picture, what it does is like it have a communication with you. So that picture has a lot of meaning. It says a lot, so that you can translate those meaning and you understand what that picture means. So then you can see like events, like you see a movie in your head, and then you can see those events are coming. But because we are in no time, those come from like what you call future, there's no time. So you need to wait certain stuff that need to happen first, so that you know that you're on the right timeline, then you can give that prediction. If you give that prediction too soon, it's gonna be like it could be 2 or 3 years, and you're waiting for that prediction to happen. So you need to pay attention to the stuff that happened before that time. That you always gonna receive message that will let you know when is the right time to do it. But first, we always do it so soon because we're starting to understand this communication. With George tried to communicate with me and Rosa. We was talking on the phone the last time, and he was in the phone. You can hear people in the background, but you can hear John. When we say hi, John, and stuff like that, he was getting like he was excited, like he was reading fast, and you can hear that because he was getting excited with talking to us. But then you hear people in the background, so stuff like that's gonna happen because they can communicate with you using cell phone on your TV, like in Ray's case. They can communicate like that, but they want you to use your telepathic talent so you can develop it more. So you can have private messages, so nobody listens to those private messages, only you. So that's why they use telepathic, because they want you to go to the way you used to be before you came here. So go ahead, brother.
You man, way to go. Hey, when you go to meditate in your house or wherever you're at, you're opening your own Stargate portal. I want everybody to know that. And the main thing is when you're doing that, you want to ask not for anything to come in that's the worst thing to do. You don't want anything bad coming in. When they take you over, that's what they did to Sherry Wild. The reptilians took her over. Her ugly, tall wives, which are not good, had to back off under their law. and this almost killed her. When I was talking to Dr. Sam Muggsy, and then I was talking to this other person on Skype, Muggsy got on the phone and called me in my apartment and said, get a hold of George. Because there was 4 reptilians out at her back yard that were getting ready to bounce through the door and go in and kill Sherry Watt. I got a code that I get to use for emergency to George, and I used it. Within 10 minutes, whoever George sent over there, they went and killed them 4 reptilians. It was over like that. Because then Sherry Wild called me, because I got her phone number, she called me. Then she went back to Dr. Sam Muggsy and thanked her. But this is the kind of power these guys got, these good ETs, and what's going on, and what's coming in people's lives. She was dealing with the bad ones all her life at 10 years old, and her main one is Doc. But when you're wrapped up and groomed through these, they weren't as bad as the reptilians, okay? But this was her life. And finally, when these episodes happened, Sherry Wild was going to go see this doctor, she started to come out of it. If you guys remember when I had her here a couple of months ago, she looked like shit, pardon my expression. Looked like she was ready to die. And her hair was messed up, and it wasn't Sherry Wild. And she was always thanking me and Dr. Sam Muggsy. But what Boris is saying, they want our input. They're ready to talk to us. And don't be scared, because they're going to talk telepathic, and then you're going to be really shocked when they come like George did it in my apartment. When they come in real what they look like, and start talking to you our language. Okay? The circle grays do not speak English. They slurp, or you could speak telepathic. You're going to understand a lot of these ETs. When Boris is being talked to, there'll be many ETs talking to him, but they'll all get their little word in. They're not just going to mix him up so he's confused. They're going to say whatever they're going to say. Am I right, my friend?
Yeah, you are right.
But you guys are doing a great job. When you go to my Facebook, you will see the videos, whether they're plasma or look like the actual UFO, because these people not only have their own crafts built on their planets, there's a planet of engineers out there that design these crafts all over. You know, you can go back to the 40s and 30s and see the rusty looking antenna ones and how modern. It didn't take them long to get, you know, when I'm on a giant cigar shack craft with, I'm talking hundreds of red, yellow, blue, green, enormous 4 football fields long at nighttime. It's the most beautiful thing you ever want to see. And they got windows, and you can see them and they're waving. So it's not just my Fab 4. There's thousands of elephant people. My little 3-inch guys, there's thousands of them. The Nardiques, the Circle Grays. There's libraries on here. There's a workout gym on here. There's a place where they eat. We call it a mess hall or cafeteria. They have different words. Remember, all these ETs, even the bad ones, they all have families. They're not just, you know, star people, whatever. They have little kid aliens, ETs. I want anybody to understand that. Go ahead, Boris.
I want to say, even though those craft, the plasma craft, because that's going to be new technology, they want you to understand plasma, because it's very important for you to understand plasma, because that's going to be the new technology. You can see those ships small from outside, but when you get inside of them, they're huge.
That's right. That's right.
So that's why they want you to understand the stuff and the technology they have, so you can comprehend it before you have it. So that's why they're doing it like that. Another thing I want to say is that the reason I don't use a tripod, because people have been saying, why you don't use a tripod? It's because you don't know what direction they are coming from. So they are moving. It's not, all this stuff that I do it right in front of my job when I'm working. and they try to make it easy for me so I can take the picture and everything. So everything happens so fast. I only need like 2 to 3 minutes, or even sometimes 5. It's only like 1 to 3 craft. So I only need like 5 minutes or 2 minutes to record it. They say, Boris, why you gonna do 1 hour? Because people are gonna get bored to see us for 1 hour standing in one place. You only need 1 minute or 2. If the people want to see the crowd, they can do the closing and they can like go back and see it or make it in slow motion. You don't need more time than that. But when we come in with a lot of craft, because there's a big fleet, they want me to record more time, 20 minutes. It could be even an hour if I have time. It doesn't. I'm not in my work, so there's gonna be people outside. That's why I'm gonna take more time, because I want people. Those videos are gonna be taken very soon, like I did last year. So it's gonna be people recording them and seeing them, and people gonna see. Other people's gonna see these people reaction, and they're very happy when they see the craft. But eventually, everybody's gonna get what they want, because we're working with everybody. You're collecting information. But just be patient. In the meantime, try to focus on the things that you have right now and get happy with it, play with it, until this stuff that you need to experience and you want happen.
Do you know, other than the Pleiadians, any other ETs that you know that are standing out and talking to you more besides them?
Right now, Josh is trying to reach me and Rosa and try to work with us more frequently. Other than the Pleiadians more the craft and stuff like that. But there's some entity that until they don't come out and they show themselves, it's entity that human can't understand right now because they haven't seen them before. So that's why they're not showing themselves, because anybody can say, oh, it's a fraud, that picture is not real, it's a Photoshop, stuff like that. So they need to hear more about these people. So that's why the Starseed that represent them, these people, they're gonna start to come out more, like the people that talk about the freelance, stuff like that, like Jen Gilla. So people like that, they're gonna come out more. There's more. April was the month where more people that represent the feline people, the cat people,
Right.
they was coming on during April. So it's gonna be every month. We're gonna be working with races that been here in this planet. But there's new races that never been here in this planet, and those are the new race and the new craft that you're starting to see through me and through Rosa and all the contactee that are taking pictures. And they don't even know who they are, but the reason they taking picture of the craft, because they want you people to see the craft first, and then you see the entity that fly that craft later. And then eventually you're gonna see the entity and the craft and us together, people that are working with them together are gonna be in the third stage, at the end of the third stage. But right now we just have fun. Let's have fun with the stuff that we have right now, because in the past that never happened. Now you can see photos and picture taken by the contactee, and the contactee now is talking to you. It could be one of your family members. So don't be surprised you become one of us.
You and Rosa will be on a craft together too.
Yes.
Some of these.
She can help me right away.
Ready?
You ready, huh? Hey,
Yeah.
you'll probably end up at a bar out there. You don't know.
Yeah. I told her we've been in the craft many times, but it's not the right time for us to remember. But when we starting to be in the craft, it's because we already gonna give pictures and audio of the people that drive that craft, and we're gonna talk about them when we starting to do that, so that we can remember it. So it's coming soon.
Right. You got it. There's going to be a lot of Starseed contactees globally that
Yes.
Elena Patel, who, I don't even know if I'm saying her name right. No, not Kaputnik, Patel. That just did a great,
Yeah. The interview.
no, yeah, it was actually on my Facebook.
Different.
Yeah, beautiful people. She was showing the Star people. That's what she was showing.
Pleiadians, the custodians of the Pleiadians, the Astarians.
Yeah.
I said that earlier in the meeting. There's many more, but and the pictures she was showing of the ETs this gal's really smart, and she's telling the truth. But she's a Starseed contactee. There will be many more.
Yes.
And I'm going to have this healer, her last name is Chevette, I don't know if it's Michelle, in August. She's talked to 33 to 34 star people, but she don't know who they were. She'll be here in August. I'm going to talk to her in May. She's got her own Facebook and website, so I've heard a lot about her, and she wants to come on, so she's going to play a part. A lot of these healers, like Linda Emmanuel, are going to play a part in this, because what they're doing to helping people with help, it's like Dr. Stan Lunds. Linda knows a lot, and where she's come from, so we need these people.
Yeah, there's a lot of new people coming in the picture. The good thing to do this interview is because when they see this interview, more people reach to us. They come in the picture, so they have their own experience, and I open my door with them, and when we work together, so we're working together as one. So now I'm starting to. This is what I'm doing. When they send me a friend request and they have experience, they have picture, I'm gonna be posting on contactee, so people will know about these people. You can interact with them. So you can ask questions. Anything that is happening to us, we used to be like you. To the people that don't have contact yet, we used to be like you. But you just gotta follow your dream. This is what you want. Have contact, be a bridge between human and ETs. You're gonna be one like us. We used to be like you. Just remember that. You're the one who get to choose what you want to experience. So don't give up to your dream and to your heart, because everything you desire, if you feel it in your heart, it will happen, because you're the whole universe.
And
Yes.
I don't know what percentage, I don't want to say 20 or 30%, of real Earth humans are on this planet. The rest of us, it has to conquer. Is that right, Boris?
Yeah, there's always people like, they feel like they belong to Earth and they never came from anywhere. Well, going through, because this is a mixed race, we got very mixed. So we have information from different races and everybody in their body. And your soul is source. So if you want to connect to any races, that's what you're willing to do. That will happen. You're gonna create a reality where you're gonna feel like you belong to that race. That's the truth. But you're the one who get to choose what you want to experience. We all in the now. We all come from everywhere. While at the same time, we all come from here. I know it's a little complicated, but that's the truth, because you're the whole universe. The whole universe lives inside of you. Everything that you have inside of you, you project it outside. You get to choose what you want to experience.
Very good. Anybody got any questions?
Yeah, hey Ray, ask him about his experiences with the felines.
Come on up. Okay, Boris Frank,
James
has
Gilroy.
questions for you. Anybody else?
He said he ran.
Let me know.
I got a question.
How you doing?
Questions?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man, good. I'm an experiencer, so, you know, I know about everything you're saying. Have you,
Good.
do you know James Gilliland?
Yeah, I love that guy.
He's awesome, isn't he awesome? He's so down
Yeah,
there.
he is, he is.
So I take it you've experienced the feline energies.
Yeah, we was working with that energy on April.
Now have you, they do take names sometimes, so we know, how to contact them. So, like, a being named Blaji, have you ever hooked up with Blaji?
No, because I'm working with a collective, meaning
Okay.
like everybody that want to come in and they want to reach me.
Right.
Because as soon they see that you coming more and you be more active, trying to help people and share information, they're gonna come to you.
Right. Now, have you, what was your experience like with the felines? Because I've been having a feline experience for the last 4 years. She is part of my life, and so this is a person that's with me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and she's kind of like the female version of me.
Yeah. let me tell you something that maybe I'm gonna be one of the first person that gonna say this. Most of the every races has some looks like some animal that we like every animal that we have here.
Right.
So sometimes when you have a cat, that cat represents you, and it comes like you used to be a feline person. In your life, you're gonna have a cat, which is a fractal of you. That's why animals look like the owners. So, in that cat is gonna represent when you used to be a feline person. But remember, there's a lot of felines. There's a lot of felines for different planets, different solar systems.
Yes, that's true.
So that's why we need to be specific when we say names of where they come from.
Yeah.
So
She's
sometimes
serious.
you have that information. But whoever that is connected to a cat or to any animal, you're that because you used to be that in your past life. So you bring that animal to be your companion, when you have this life experience. That's why cats, they like to protect their honor, and that when you're sleeping, they give you a lot of information. But because we're not ready, because we need to experience Earth, human experience, the people that live here, so we're not so connecting to it. But when now we're getting close to see our own family, so now we're seeing more dream, we're getting more information about those things. But just to let you know, you've always been surrounded by that people, but now is the time you be aware about it.
I see.
Yeah, so that's why people that like so much, they love so much cat, because they're connecting. It's like you don't lose in your way because you lost your memory. So they give you like a gift, so you feel connecting to that gift, so you don't lose your roots. So you remember who you used to be. So people that are connecting with horses, people that are connecting with dogs, and people who connect with different kind of animals, because you're connecting with that race that is similar to that kind of animal. So you don't lose your way when you're starting to remember. Everything gonna come to you. That's why everybody say, if they come together, we're gonna take our animal, our pet with us, because you don't want to leave your pet, because it's part of you, part of you, who you used to be before you came to this planet. That's why you feel connected to that animal.
That makes sense. Now, James Gilliland was on a ship and said he met this feline, and her name was Bagheet. I don't know if you can see this, but there's her. It's my kid too.
That's
It's hard to see
I
it.
love that picture. Every time
You know what picture I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about, Bagheet.
Yeah.
She says hi.
Okay.
So she has wonderful energy and very happy and
Yeah.
just joking around and very funny and goofy and hardly ever serious, never gets mad or anything, just always happy, and she goofs around, and that's her personality. So it's I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys, and I'll let you take it away.
She likes
Okay.
my hair.
Okay, Ian?
Hi, how you doing? I'm
How
the
you
camera
doing?
guy, and I do all the technical,
Grace.
and Corey's husband, sorry.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So two things. One is, you mentioned before that in higher dimensions, no names. The beings don't have names. My question is, when you get higher dimensional for the 6, 7, 8, do you retain any individuality, or does it more?
Yeah. Your energy is always unique. It's a unique vibration, so they know you by your vibration.
Okay, that makes sense.
In this case, we say by your aura. They know you by your aura, your energy field. So they know you by that. What happens is because you don't belong to no one, to nothing, you don't belong to no name. So that means if you want to call yourself Carl today, and I say, what name you using today? I say, oh, I'm using Carl. That's why when Dr. Sam gave the name to George, he accepted that name because she was the one who addressed him, and they got an agreement that's the name they're gonna be using. But in high dimension, you're not touched by nothing. You are your own. You're not touched by physical stuff. and name because you put it in a paper and stuff like that that represent you. That's why you're not attached to their name.
Okay.
Because they use the name used to use it as accountable in case they want to persecute you and send it to jails, meaning that you agree because you sign your name and they force you to sign your name, so you be attached to. You belong to the name. The name doesn't belong to you. So that's why we don't use name on that dimension. It's how you address it. We get to an agreement because some people say cat people, and sometimes they don't call themselves cats. And we call them cats. So that's why it's not fair, because the right thing to me to say, because you are a new person to me, a new being, is like, even though you look like a cat, it's how you address yourself. You call yourself cat? No, you call your cats like that. Well, we don't call ourselves cats. It's very disrespectful if you try to call me a cat and I don't agree with it. That's why I don't use it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, okay.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I'm glad you said about that, it kind of put a light bulb, is my daughter is very, like, she's very attracted to horses, like her whole world is horses. And now I know more, like it just clicked, well that's because her people are the horse people. And one day she'll get to meet them again and all that. So I want to say to everybody here that if you have something in your life that you're really attached to that's another living, not necessarily another human being because we're all human beings, but where you're attracted to certain animals or whatever it is, or even plants, I guess. Boris and Ray have been saying it's because that's your star family. And so in your soul, you'll know what your star family is even if you don't consciously remember, right? So that's what it's all about. So I'm very happy about that. And I guess
They before you go, they give you little pieces. Like you can. That's why we all put like those pieces together because it's our own puzzle, and that's why they put those little pieces in your life. So I always tell people before you go to sleep. So remember how your life used to be before and what gets you to this point. You're gonna see everything was connecting to get you to where you are right now. You've never been alone. You've never been left by yourself. What happens is that we respect in high level and high dimension. We respect people's free wills. So we're not supposed to interfere because this event is what it triggers you to become this. So if we will start what is here, you're not gonna become this person here. That's why. Even though you've been surrounded by your whole life with yourself, you have a self, and all the entities, your whole life, they can prevent stuff to happen to you. Even when you ask questions because you want to change that reality, they can interfere in because then you're not going to become who you're supposed to be.
exactly.
So that's why when people ask me, if I gotta go through all the bad stuff that happened to me, very bad stuff, and I say happily, I go through all of it just to become who I am right
Exactly.
now. How you think I help people? Because I went through those things.
Exactly.
Oh,
So,
you the man. Keep going.
my wife wanted to ask you one.
You are people.
Now, my wife wanted to ask, and you may not know this yet, I don't even know if Ray knows this yet. Can you have more than one starseed? And my thinking on that is, obviously reincarnation is a big part of what a lot of us believe just because of the way the soul works and everything else. And especially if you read Alfred's material, it makes a lot of sense. But I guess me putting that together here is your starseed, does that dependent on what your first experience was in a different dimension after you left source? Or is it more each one you gain a different starseed in a different lifetime?
Everybody in high dimension is fractal of the whole thing, which is source. So, but then in high dimension, when you're in high dimension, you can create different fractal of you,
Right.
what we call souls, and you put those souls into human body, and you can have even 5 human body in Earth, even 100, because you can create as many as you want. But the Earth, you need to ask permission. She said, no, you don't wanna do only you. So she gonna say okay, and you can create, like, for example, and this is stuff that you're gonna be hearing soon. For example, Rosa and me, we are the same one, but Rosa came first. So because she forgot what she was supposed to do here, so I had to come second. But now hers was a female, so I came as a male. So we put everything together, and putting everything together, so we bring everything to the top, to where we came from, and become one. So that's why you have the Trinity. That's why you have the pyramid. Because when you defractal yourself, now you become two. So those two, when they starting to, through the spirit, they're starting to work together. Some people call it twin flame. Well, anybody or anything could be your twin flame, even your pet, because it's a fractal of you. You create fractal, of everything, a fractal of you. So then what happens is that the person who is lower, they're gonna come together, and then you try to bring everybody to the center, and we become one. That's how you do it. The closest one is the one you're gonna see like a pyramid. So there's gonna be more people going down. Like that's why they call it the pyramid. So you're gonna see more people on the bottom that you try to bring, and trying to help them to go up, because you want to bring everything to become a unity, because that pyramid is everybody together. And what you have in the middle is the spirit that we're gonna have. So sometimes go vice versa. So when the pyramid just starting to get a lot of noise, the pyramid starting to go like that, go on circle. And then when it goes on circle, they go on circle rapidly, meaning that you already have everybody, and you want to bring that whole universe to the and become one. Bring everything that is in the bottom, all the spirit, and bring it to the what you call source, and become one again.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Anybody else got a question? Anybody got an answer? Okay, here we go.
Well,
Go ahead, Boris.
That's a good one.
Anybody have that?
You said that right, my man. You really know what's going on. And I can't wait till we start really working together as we get close to this, because I will explain to my people when I talk to George, because I got to show that drawing of the pyramid-based people that are on the inner planet that will be coming up, because back in the biblical times they came up. This is going to happen pretty soon. Their craft is larger than planet Earth, whether you do that or not. So that's
Yeah. You see them coming through the sun every day. Yeah.
So they're going to play a big part. People are going to start meeting them, talking to them. You know, as we go through it, just like everybody's envies me, and it's going to, you know, you get to do it too. We get to hug these guys, go into crafts, high fives, talk to them. It's the greatest education and moment in anyone's life. But eventually, when contact comes, I've always said it, everybody's going to hug, take pictures, go for rides in a craft, stuff like that. I don't know if you had it over there where you were at, when we had the Jetsons cartoon. That's kind of way the future will be. With us flying our own crafts. And
That's exactly how it's gonna be. Yeah.
Not the shit we're driving now that causes ozones and all this and death. And we're breathing all this stuff. That's just one thing. But and all this is going to be gone. This 3D world will never be again.
Hey, Ray.
Just to let you know, everybody, we already, the people that we talk, me and Ray are talking to, they're coming from the future. We already did this. And they already know how important you are. It's for you to find out how important you are. Everybody's important here. So you're gonna be playing big roles in the future, everybody that is over there with Ray, because you're going through the same process that I did, and we all going through the same process. We're gonna get to the where we wanna go, to the end goal, meaning like we're gonna get to the finish line together, and you're gonna see how important you are. You don't see yourself like that yet, because it's a little tricky, bro. People that are coming from the future and they know who we are, they know that we already did this, because in the future we already did this. And so that's why we are so secure and so happy that everything's getting to the way it's supposed to be. And that's why I feel confident talking about that, because I know for sure that we're gonna have everything we want to have, and this game is almost about to get, it's about to get an end game right now.
Very good. Okay, we got a question from Ray.
I love questions.
Okay, this is for our audience out there, because we get a lot of questions like people saying, well, I've never seen a Star-craft, I haven't had an experience. Can you maybe share different ways that people can perhaps learn how to experience them, i.e. through meditation or other ideas that might allow people to start having their own experiences?
Okay. First, let me start with the meditation, because people sometimes think meditation is like going to a room and meditate by yourself. Meditation, every time when you talk with your inner self, even when you say, I'm going to open the door, or I'm going to go to my car, you use a meditation, because meditation is talking to your inner self. So you use meditation all the time. What happens when some people go to a area where there's nobody there, and they want to be like in a private room or something like that, because you can hear stuff clear. So you don't think you are crazy, and you listen to another person, and you listen to mind, which is telepathic messaging. So you can listen to the universe, which is inside of you, more clear. That's why you go into like an empty room. But in reality, you're meditating your whole life. You've been meditating. But you're not paying attention to the inner voice. You're paying attention to the echo. Echo is what is outside. So when I talk first from inside, and the echo is what everything that I hear that comes from outside. So people more used to listen to the echo. That's why they want confirmation, because confirmation comes from the echo side, meaning at the outside. So we always meditating. What people should do if they want to see the craft, because they don't remember they already been in the craft and stuff like that, because it used to be that. It is to connect, to open that door and believe that you can see it because other people see it. So what you need is like clue, like how I do that. For example, you take a piece, like a piece of sky that is in front of your house, and you take a focal point, and it could be a house that is in front of your house, and then on top of that house, you're gonna take or it could be a tree, it could be anything. So you take that part of that house where you're gonna be focused every time, during the night time when the sky is clear, or during the day when the sun is behind you. So because you don't want the sun to affect you. So you're gonna go, so you can either have your house behind you, so that you can have the shadow and the sun doesn't bother you because you have the shadow of your house. So then you look in front of, if there's a house, you look in top of that house. So you take that chunk of sky, so that now you're telling them, because they're seeing through your eye, because you always have that communication with them. It's your doubt that break that communication. So they already, and then that's gonna be saying like, wow, what he was saying is true. They listen to what I'm saying. They always been listening to what you're saying, but you're not clear, because you always have doubt and nobody directs you to the point you need to be at. So now the reason you need to take a part of sky that is on like on top of the house, on top of the building, on top of the tree, is because now they're seeing through your eye what area you want them to show up. So you tell them through your eyes, this is where I want you to show up, because it makes it easy for me. So as soon as you start that, they're gonna start to come out of those little plasma craft. You don't need to be plasma, because plasma is energy, so it pick your signal more easy than the other one. So because it's all energy, so they're the one who's gonna come out first. So they're gonna come out, but you can be lucky because you create your own reality, and you have the big ones. But those are the ones that are gonna come first, and then you're gonna see a little. But the silver one, that they're not plasma, and then you can see them. So they're gonna come in that area of sky that you choose, and you need to be there all the time. So when you get to handle it, now they're gonna be apparent to you, because now you know what you're looking at. You know how they look like. So now that you know how they look like, now you're gonna be paying attention more to the sky. So everywhere you go, they're gonna be appearance, because you need to talk to them, and they need to talk to you, because they're learning from you. Because everything that you do here for them is like, oh wow, this is the best movie I ever watched. So you are the main character, and they get so happy when they talk to you.
Very good. You want to give everybody the website where they can get a hold of you at, Boris?
Oh, they can see the photos and the video on contactee. This was a page created by me and Chris Light, and we both create that page. I say thank you to Chris here for that page, because a lot of people starting to like that page, and everything has a beginning. There's a few, but later on it's gonna be a lot of them watching that page. And I recommend that page because you're gonna see new contactee faces, new contactee story in that page, and you're gonna see pictures and video of those new contactee in that page. So if they want to contact me through Facebook, it's Boris Gonzalez, and it used to be Boris Gonzalez Starseed, and now it's Boris Gonzalez because I need 60 days to fix and put Boris Gonzalez Starseed. Me and Rosa is gonna be on Boris Gonzalez Starseed, and Rosa is gonna be Rosa Gonzalez Starseed. So people can remember our name, because there's a lot of Rosa Gonzalez, there's a lot of Boris Gonzalez, but there's not a lot of Boris Gonzalez Starseed or Rosa Gonzalez Starseed.
Now your website, is that your whole website?
Oh, that's my page on Facebook. I don't have email yet.
Okay.
But that's my Facebook page, and that's on my YouTube channel, Boris Gonzalez Starseed. I'm always gonna be using Starseed for everything, even for Sky. So people, you see all those lights on top of you? Change your color. Your camera's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And would you guys like to have Boris and Rosa back again sometime?
Yeah.
Great. It means a lot. All of you there.
Ray,
Hey,
can I ask him one thing?
here we go. One thing. Come on, let's say from there.
Is he familiar with Alfred Weber and his concepts on Mars and all
Oh
that?
yeah.
Rosa, I want to say something, Ray.
Go ahead, Rosa.
I just want to let people know that don't be afraid from the spacecraft, because our parents used to teach us that the ET was something negative. That's why people have something wrong, thinking wrong about ET. Letting you know that they are us family, they are us ourselves. Don't be afraid, please. Accept it in your life. Let them come into your life.
Very good. See, Boris, she is not shy. Way to go, Rosa. Hey, you guys take care. I'll get a hold of you guys because we got a lot we're going to be doing. So thanks again for coming. I'll have you guys back. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're the man.
Thank you.
You the big man.
You're the little man. All right.
We love you.
We love you guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
The pyramid people that I was talking about earlier, that are in the inner earth, that their craft is bigger than our planet. That's how big this craft is that they're on. These guys are huge. These are relatives to them. These are part of my 34.
Where are they now?
Inner earth, not these guys. What I've been saying earlier, just listen. These guys fly, okay? These other guys that I'll be talking to my Fab 4 on, these guys with pyramid faces that came back in the biblical times, that will be coming up to the top of our ground.
Hold that up, Ray. I want to get a close up.
Yeah, hold
They're
it.
going to be talking to us and letting us know what's going on.
Here, hold on, Ray.
Up here.
Got it?
Not yet. Hold on.
Scoot up a little.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay?
That's good. That's good. I got it.
Okay.
Are those the good aliens or the bad ones?
They're good.
Okay.
These are all good. But and the ones that we don't even know, that I haven't even met. You know, George has brought in billions for this process. That these ETs have come from inner and outer galaxies. The list goes on. Universes where these ETs came from. For the process of what has to be done. These chemtrails, the black chemtrails. I've talked about these. They have a chemical also mixed with it is acid. This is something that can kill us. And some of the stuff they're spraying that we breathe, okay? The I was telling Muggsy that I do shows with, the frog people, my frog people, are coming down. There'll be 100,000 of them. You may see them. You might be able to take pictures of them. They deal with our soil. They're usually underneath the mountains. They live underneath there. These guys are masters of the underground. Okay? We're going to start finding out how important living underneath the underground is for us. Go ahead. Come on.
Is that a new one that you haven't, is that another one along with,
This?
yeah, the frog people? Because I
No,
haven't
it's-
seen,
it's frog people.
are they in there? Now, are they related to the, they're not part of the reptilian group, are they?
Because they're all good.
Okay.
The 4 bad ones, that's in, I got to see reptilians, praying mantis, guys with silver suits, and the Orion Grays. Okay. Even though we got praying mantis, we got praying mantis that are good. And remember, the green praying mantis we have down here, fly. You see them on your car, or whatever. They don't harm us. But there's good and bad, not of every species. Okay. But these people had this, not these, but they're related. These guys are giants. You know, their craft is as large as our planet. Can you imagine seeing something this gigantic? No, it's beyond gigantic. The parts that these people are going to play. Just a little bit of what Boris has been saying. You look at everybody down here, the nationalities, the color of the skin. We all came from somewhere. Okay? And the percentage of really, and I was saying it to him, of real earthling humans that are earthling humans. They're not ET. We're all ET, because we all came from somewhere. But the Starseed contactees, and ones that are going to be standing out, I'm considered one of them because of what my role will be. I'll still be here while this shit's hitting the fan the right way, because of the process of ascending in a shell type thing of protection. Kind of like I brought it up about Peter Pan when the kids rose. When the cartoon, you see them, but in real life with the ascension, there'll be a shell covering us as we're ascending either into the crafts or how they do this. Again, I'm not a scientist, I'm not them, you know, they're beyond us how they're going to do this. Go ahead, Andy.
You said that their craft is bigger than planet Earth. Do you think maybe possibly that's what Planet X is?
Planet X.
Nibiru or Nibiron, whatever.
Planet X is 3 times bigger than Planet Earth.
Maybe that's their,
The whole thing on Planet Earth,
Maybe that's
I mean,
correct.
Planet X and Planet 9 are the same thing. There are a bunch of good ETs and there's some bad ETs, there's some reptilians on this planet. It has a motor. In other words, when this gigantic planet comes,
so maybe that's their craft, maybe.
when this gigantic Planet X comes, they can divert themselves. But with George, the Andromeda Console, everybody's been hearing it through the shows. What was really supposed to happen with Planet X to scare the hell out of everybody was this. Like when you put the foot on your brake of your car. So you got the Antarctic Greenland up here, and everything goes down. All that damn water goes somewhere.
Yeah.
2/3 of the population on this planet would die, be killed. Okay? 600-mile-an-hour winds would just go that far. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
It's beyond that. But they, when I went on the last meeting, they have this big screen, you know, and he's showing me live outer space, the planet Neptune, and the Kuiper Belt, and this white light in the center. But what shocked the hell out of me, George showed this giant mothership in the front, and one in the back, and little scout ships all around it. So what they're doing is, they're moving with Planet X. So that when it does come in our atmosphere out there, when it starts getting so close to Planet Earth, they'll divert with the powers that they have. Our guys that run the show that have the alien technology from the bad ones, you will see a giant black spot in the sky. That's Planet X. and that's as close as it will come. Well, they'll divert that away. On our timeline, because they're seeing this from their timeline, and when they look back at this on our timeline, everything is falling in place. Because if it's off, that's when they'll jump in and do their thing and correct it with technology and power they have. Nibru, Robert Evans is a real good friend of mine. You love Carl Sagan. He's a Carl Sagan like there was no one. That's his baby. It orbits Jupiter and Mars. It's out in the picture right now. Everybody's been talking about Nibru, going to be the thing to get us. What the people are really talking about is what Tolik and my guys are talking about, and a few other people. The dwarf planet that has debris behind it and in front of it. So what the Andromeda Council did they put a bubble effect around it so it would catch the debris so it wouldn't hit our planet Earth and make any kind of destruction. The only thing I did back in Tolik up on this, because this was recent, because we did a month ago, not just my Fab 4 and ETs that are joined in this to work together, they'll make sure that it doesn't fall on this planet. If it wasn't for these good ETs in the picture right now, because it's our time to evolve, pardon my French, and I know my tech, we'd all be fine. It's over. We're human beings, we can only do the human thing. The military, majority of it, is good. The only time you ever hear me talk nice about the military, I work for them, my buddies died. There's a lot of bad ones with the cabal. The game's over for them and they know it. They're going to try and do everything in their power to throw a wrench as we move in. Go ahead, Ian.
So I got a couple of questions based on stuff that's been going on lately, and this isn't. You're gonna. You don't take this the wrong way. So I'm preparing you here. You had mentioned there was a possibility in April. I think it was April, of Hillary and Donald Trump getting exposed, and obviously that didn't happen. And in fact, unfortunately as it may be, it's looking more and more like Hillary's going to be the nominee and probably going to be the president.
But here's the thing to remember. Always remember this. When I say something that ET tells me, I wasn't the only one that said it, because there are other people on Facebook this and that. I always end, if it doesn't happen, we move forward. But I want you to hang on to Hillary and Trump here. It's more likely she would be because she's the main one that would get us through it, even though she's a criminal. These people have an invisible button on them. Even though they didn't get called out in April. And there will be arrests on this planet that people will see big time names like never before. I'm not here to predict this or tell you that Ray's saying this for Ray. I see where this is going and the power that these people have to replace these criminals with human beings that look like us. But underneath this button, when it's activated, because the bad ETs, even though you're looking at Hillary, she turns into a reptilian. The damn thing she can do, or whoever that ET of that person is, that they're activating this button to bring out who they really are. You got the Bilderbergs, you got the Rockefellers, the list goes on, of these families, women, that are reptilians, that are leading this country. And the game's over and they know it. Go ahead, Ian.
One other comment I had, not really related to that, but it's something that it kind of strengthens what Linda Emanuel was saying a couple of months ago when we had our meeting with her. Unfortunately, everybody, and I think it's unfortunate because he was a hell of an artist and a great man. Of course, everybody knows the Prince passed away and everything else. Yeah. Well, remember what Linda was saying about those that don't agree, that are famous, they're taking them out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little skeptical when she was talking about it, but with the amount of good people we've had pass away in the last 3 to 4 or 6 months,
You hear the headlines of, what was it, Whitney Houston? She got tired, she was ready to get out, they murdered her.
Yeah.
Okay? Robin Williams,
You know, it's looking
You want-
more and more like that.
he didn't want it out too. You see what they did? Friends,
And Prince was
Possible.
always
but
seclusive, recluse.
it's like Oprah. Jackie Gleason back at my time, I think it went with Nixon, over to Area 51 and saw the real live aliens. That scared the shit out of Jackie Gleason. He said, American people need to know about this. Which they never did. They started losing. And Oprah, they already told her to shut her mouth. Oprah Winfrey, you know how big she is. And if you say anything, this is what they're saying.
She'll do what they tell her to do.
They'll make her disappear.
She's
That's how much they
syndicated
control the
just like
media
everybody
and what to say, what they want to be said for us to hear. But then you got people, my life changed in 1959, 12 years old. I was a 12-year-old kid, just like any 12-year-old boy or girl growing up. But this changed my life. And it made me more smarter at that age than what I was supposed to be at 23 or 34. And I just use me as an example, because you got so many that were affected. Back in my time, the threat was real. I mean, these guys had us. Today it's a joke. They still use the fear factor. But it's not working because the American people are stupid. They see
Well, they don't
what's
have
going
anything
on.
else, they're just gonna keep doing it and doing it.
And a majority of the people on this planet are growing, they're ready to get the hell out of this planet. And we're all gonna make it for the ones that are ready. I want everybody to go, I've always said. It ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. The reason it ain't gonna happen because if everything was perfect, we wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, my life, and all this shit. Everything's perfect, nothing to worry about. There's no wars, no nothing. You're gonna go into that. No poverty, no disease, no wars.
You know, speaking of no wars, I want everybody to think about, I mean, you look at the big picture, and we all see it. The last time, in my opinion, that our country was in a war that we needed to be in, even that one has questions, was World War II.
Right.
Says World War II, what?
No. All wars are banker wars. There's not a war that's ever been that was really for the people
Well-
wanted to. They all are banker wars.
Oh yeah, the only declared war was the Korean War. That was it.
But I'm
Here's
just saying that since World War II,
That's money.
really? I mean, you
False
look
flag.
at it.
False flags. Every one of them. False flags.
Yeah,
Thinking of the Lusitania was a World War I.
right.
Pearl Harbor was World II.
It's all about money in banks.
Well, it is, but I'm just saying
And
that
depopulation of people.
Yeah,
That's what it
that's
is.
too.
You know, when you have everything,
Control, yeah.
when you have all the power and you have everything, full of guys, you know, you get to do whatever you want. I want these people over here in North Carolina, we're talking families, human beings, kids.
Yeah.
Who gives these people the power to play God on us? And they did it to me in 67, 69. I'm one GI. And then all the, wait a minute. And all these wars that even before us, you know, Agent Orange was coming up for our kids, depleted uranium. What came back in the Korean War that our fathers, forefathers had. They didn't have a chance. Life goes on. Secrets are kept. Because people are afraid to speak up. Not afraid of nothing. And that's why it's our time now for where we're going and what's going to happen for the ones that are weak. You know, I've said it even in these meetings. I got 18 people here. There's 5 people on page with me. The rest of me. Am I pissed off at that? No. You know why? Every swing in direction. Every person is entitled to their own opinion.
Get this,
Raised
though, buddy.
nuts, raised on drugs, What the hell's he saying? Just don't compete. This is my life. I get the information out of you, that's it. Take care, guys.
See,
What?
I'm a big believer in karma, and I think you probably are as well.
Karma, who bites you on the ass?
And all these big wigs and the big guys that run the show that are pulling all the strings and making all the bad decisions and all that, it's gonna come back on them.
Well, they know it. The game's
When
over.
this ascension comes and our time gets ready and all that stuff, watch.
The game's over for
And
them.
we don't have to really worry too much about
You're-
it anymore, because
the-
what
the-
goes around comes around.
The
So-
third
You know,
dimensional
we're forced to
planet
get a
we're in-
bad haircut like you.
The third dimensional planet we're in right now, okay, hold on.
Look, Mr.
Will
Ponytail.
be
what
no
are you
more.
talking to?
And
Yeah, the ladies love
will be no more.
it. The ladies love
And what has happened with all kinds of bad stuff that's happened down here, that's all gonna change. But we gotta play the game like we're doing. There's a lot of people on this planet don't know what the hell's going on. They're still gonna have that. Watch these things that are coming. Unbelievable weather, like never before. Look how quick this last winter was. And wait till we get into these gigantic winds and beyond what we see of F3s and that.
This
We're
summer's
talking
been
beyond that shit, okay? Then you get into the mega quakes. Double
Oh,
digits.
boy.
It's really gonna do damage. We're pretty close to that time with Mother Earth doing her thing. We'll be pulled out of here because there ain't a human on this planet can handle the frequency when that hits. So, they're getting ready. And I really think before the end of 2016, we're gonna be right where we wanna be. Instead of the major year of 2017. You ask my own opinion, but the way I see it and what's been going on, I think we're real close. Anybody got any questions?
That's more of a comment. It's kind of like what you said. Mel Gibson made a comment of this in his movie Conspiracy Theory. It's very good. He said the way things really are is about 5 very powerful families at war with each other. And that's why the economy's screwed up. That's why there's wars. So they control the banks. They control the governments.
It's a power game.
Yeah.
It's a struggle between them 5, or maybe more families, but
5 guys.
Rockefeller,
95% of everything goes to them.
Vanderbilts.
Okay, if there's no more questions, that's it. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.